Greek islands or the Canaries or different places like that, where you've been on a packed bus, driving very close to cliff edges, and you might know what that's like. It struck me how he was able to go on journeys like that and not an ounce of fear. And yet he was filled with fear at the prospect that he might lose face, that the image that he was trying to present would be taken from him. He was afraid that people would see that he's only a man. Fear is one of those powerful emotions that we have that can either drive us on, fill us full of energy, or it can do the opposite and freeze us, paralyze us. Fear is also what underlies a lot of negative beliefs or behaviours that we can have at times. It's often about something we don't understand, something that is unknown, and for whatever reason, we feel threatened by it. The disciples are terrified in the boat. There's a storm blowing all around them, and they see something coming across the water towards them, and they are afraid. The first thought that comes to their mind when they see this thing coming on the sea across the water to them, it's going to harm us. That's their first thought. They don't recognize Jesus. In fact, they scream out, "It's a ghost." And then Peter, who initially has courage, gets out of the boat and walks towards Jesus. For whatever reason, he loses the trust that he had in Jesus. And the trust that he loses is replaced by fear. And then he begins to sink. He let go of his trust. It was replaced with fear. And he began to sink. There are times when we can be so frightened by things that we withdraw into ourselves. We hide the loving and caring and vulnerable side of ourselves, just in case someone might say or think or do something that hurts us, just in case. Fear can also make us exclude people who we think aren't like us. They're not one of us. Maybe people of a different skin colour, people from a different religion, people of a different sexuality. If we think they're not one of us, fear can make us exclude them. Fear is also, I think, what's behind the clericalism and the elitism in our church, where some priests and lay people cling on to power, or at least the image of power, and they want to decide and control everything themselves. Where is their trust in God? Where is their belief that God has blessed every one of us with gifts that should be shared? The ghost they're afraid of is no threat. It's Jesus asking all of us to come, step out of the boat, and discover our vocation in life, and give our gifts. Jesus calls us to let go of fear and embrace faith. Holding on to fear can keep us hiding in the boat, in life, in the church. Let go of the fear. Whatever the fear is that stops you from telling him or telling her that you love them, let go of it. Take the risk of being a fool rather than risk regret. Whatever fear it is that prevents you from trying something new in case you're wrong, take the risk. You might be right. Whatever the fear is in our church that prevents them from sharing responsibility, decisions, and the future of our church, I pray, will be let go of, and it will be shared with all of us, and not just a group of men. If step out of the boat and to get more involved, take the risk. Have faith. There's a line in a song by Garth Brooks. Life is not tried, it is merely survived if you stand outside the fire. Let go of fear and be consumed with the fire of faith in life, in God, and in yourself.